everybody, welcome to the NBA three-point contest on 2K Sports. Alongside the Jet, Kenny Smith, and the Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. What an incredible field we have for this year's competition. The deadliest sharpshooters in the league. And as much pride as all these players take in their three-point shooting, I have a feeling this contest could get heated. Shaq, with this event, you've become an aficionado of sorts. Let me ask you, do the most prolific scorers in real life have an advantage in the three-point contest?
Well, I'm glad that you asked me that question, Ernie. Everyone knows I was a prolific MF scorer. MF stands for most frequently, yes. But about half the time, Ernie, the best player wins. And then half the time, a specialist wins. But the best competitors always have an edge.
That was a very good way to see it, don't you think?
I mean, that was really deep. I had to dig down. I had to get my shovel out for that one.
Yeah.
Well, focus is key. But you know what, in terms of a contest, endurance. You forget because not too often are you taking that many shots that quickly and that rapidly. So endurance plays a big thing in terms of trying to win this contest.
Yeah, ultimately it's about whoever gets on a roll.
Without question.
I would say.
We should do that one
I almost said that, Ernie.
And time now for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Welcome to All-Star Action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tonight, the exciting three-point contest. What a fun time this is going to be. It's fast-paced and action-packed, folks.
For a lot of folks, this is actually their favorite All-Star event. There's a lot of drama. It always seems to come down to the wire. So let's get it on.
Anytime you get the best shooters in the NBA together to duke it out, it's going to be a special night.
So it'll be Kyle Lowry here. 5 racks with the last rack composed of all money balls. Those are worth 2 points instead of just 1. All in all, a max possible score of 34.
And 60 seconds to take all 25 shots. Not a ton of time. As soon as one shot is out of your hands, you have to be ready to get off the next.
You know, some people probably like being first, maybe less pressure in a way with no scores put up to contend with.
And I think it's to the player's advantage. I mean, you really think psychologically it's just an easier place to be.
5 points now. 6.
And Lowry looking very comfortable.
That's 4 in a row now. He's got 10, 11 points. Down to the money rack. Good for 13. He scores 13 points in the round. I'd say a solid showing from him.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him a B+ for that one. I mean, you hope for more, but it lived up to reasonable expectations.
And so we'll see Kemba Walker.
And it's true, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So it's essential that a player keeps a fast pace and gets to all 25 balls before the buzzer.
And for most of these guys, that's not a problem. We've got some quick triggers here tonight.
Off the mark with 5 in a row now.
A lot of air turbulence with this start. A little bump of a slump here.
No good. That's 8 straight. No good with his 9th in a row. He's all over the place. Can't get the money ball. 2 points. Only managed to sink 1 there.
All falling apart here at the end. Ouch.
He's losing his way here. That's 7 misses in a row. Disappointed with himself, to say the least. One of the all-time worst rounds we've ever seen in this shootout. Just 2 points. Boy, I bet he wants a do-over on that performance.
Well, things went south for him in a hurry, and that may be an understatement. He missed a stretch of 11 in a row.
So it'll be Isaiah Thomas here.
You can be sure of this. Whether it's an exhibition or not, the pressure to perform is still pretty great in the three-point shootout.
And make no mistake, these guys are here not just to compete, but to win. They still have to stay cool and control, though, when they're out there.
He's up to 7. Money ball, no good. He's got 8, 9 points.
Finishing strong.
Nice. That ties him for the top spot here this round. That's the stuff.
Coolly knocks down his 5th straight. He finishes off the round with 19 points. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
And it didn't look good for a while there, but give him credit for overcoming that slow start to turn it into a really solid run.
Here we go with James Harden.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with range in the NBA. He started out a little slow, but he's become quite the scorer and sharpshooter. And a lot of people thought that would be the case. It was just a matter of when. You know, I feel like guys sometimes start to drift off mentally deep in a round.
And that's a very good point. Your ability to focus and maintain some consistency with your rhythm oftentimes determines who wins and who loses.
8 points. He could have taken more from that rack, only got 2 points. Now 9 points. Now he gets the money rack. 11 on the board.
And that puts him in a second-place tie now.
Hits for 15. And he's got 15 points when the round ends. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
And he managed to hit 4 money balls. Not terrible, but could have been better.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
And Klay's dad was an NBA player, but played more down in the post. But as you know, the more you're around the NBA, the more coaching you get, and it's no surprise to see Klay shoot this well.
Guys, most of the time when a player is shooting threes by himself, he's doing it in an empty gym. This is a little different. Actually, it's a lot different.
And you know, it's tough to replicate the environment when you talk about the shootout because, you know, you can be in there by yourself, but you don't get the adrenaline and the crowd and the excitement that you get once you take the floor for this competition.
2 more points to stick around.
And young fella Klay really making it look easy out there.
3 of 4 on money balls. Second place. That gives him 18. He racks up 20 points in the round. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
Money balls, so critical to knock down in this competition, and he gets 6 out of 9.
And here we go with DJ. He's in a good spot, getting to go last. It's no mystery how many points he needs to move on.
Here we go. One final chance for somebody to punch their ticket to the final.
And he's aware of exactly what it's going to take to get there, but he can't get hurt. He can't be doing the math in his head.
He needs 8 more points to advance.
Now 8 points. He's got 9. Great stuff.
4 more and he moves on. Yeesh.
2 more to advance.
Two more and he moves on.
He's at 14. Can't get the money ball. That moves him to 3rd. Now up to 18. Tied for 1st. And he couldn't finish the money round. He hits the 20 mark on the nose. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Yeah, it was a great finish to the round for him. I mean, he just got better and better as it went along.
Thompson's got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from the qualifying round.
Well, just amazing scores up to this point. I mean, these guys have pushed each other to new heights this year. I love it.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you hope for coming into the shootout. Great shooters at the top of their game, just battling it out.
So it'll be Isaiah Thomas here. He's got to go first here in the finals because he had the lowest score to qualify. But he made it in. That's the important thing. That's 7. 8 points. Now 9 points. 5 big points on that rack alone. 12 for him. Not just 13. Down to the money rack. No good with his 4th in a row. Off the mark with 5 in a row now. He scores 13 points in the round. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
Yeah, there were moments when it looked like it might slip away from him, but as you said, he just hung in there.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. And as a rookie last year, Klay Thompson showed early on that he had no problem, Clark, letting it fly from deep.
Kevin, he shot over 41% from deep, which is really impressive for a first-year player. He's got a bright future, and I think he's got a high ceiling. Sky's the limit.
13 points the minimum. That's it to tie, or 14 for the lead.
5 more points to tie it up.
Moneyball, no good. Oh, no. His 5th consecutive miss.
No.
5 more points to tie it up.
Oh, rough finish here, guys.
1 more to tie. Oh, that's good. He takes the lead.
Way to step up big in this final round.
And also shooting it well.
He finds himself at 16 points at the end of the round. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him.
You know, solid shooting, definitely looked confident, but it never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been.
And here we go with DJ. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals? And it's 17 to go ahead, or at least 16 to tie it up. His 5th consecutive miss.
Now he's starting to struggle.
2 points.
2 straight tough racks.
Now 3 points. 4 points. Good rack right there. 4 points total. He's up to 7.
Only 1 miss to spare the rest of the way.
Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Out of here.
Yeah, you do your best. Sometimes, though, the competition can just be a little tough.
9 points is what he finishes with. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
And anytime it looked like he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he would just as quickly fall out of it.
So that's going to do it, folks. What a tremendous performance here tonight from the winner of this year's three-point contest, Klay Thompson.
It was a great event. There's always so much excitement packed into the three-point contest.
Yeah, no question about that, Clark. Those were some real theatrics on display here today.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg saying so long, everyone.